than it used to because of social media, and just seeing the reports and comments of some on social media, it's complete devastation emotionally for so many people who were inspired by Kobe. And undoubtedly, as you watch not just NBA games, but I think games in any sport over the next 4, 5, 6 days, you will see emotional tribute. You'll see Kobe's number, either number 8 or 24. He wore both in his career. You'll see them on sneakers. You'll see players wearing them if they can. You'll see displays of emotion and signs and, of course, moments of silence. I think not just in the NBA or college basketball, but sports all over the country as we go through the next few weeks. And certainly the sports world will be in mourning because at age 41, Kobe had so many things beyond basketball that was part of this life, including being a dad to those 4 girls as well.
So young. Mike Tirico, will you stay with us on the phone if you don't mind? I want to go to some sound that we've just been able to turn around. This will be sound you'll hear from L.A. County's fire department, their public information officers, describing what happened to this helicopter.
Still early on in this incident, we received a call just before 10 a.m. this morning, L.A. County Fire Dispatch, of an aircraft down here in the Malibu area right off of Los Virgenes. It's essentially Calabasas, right off of Los Virgenes Road here. And apparently some folks were out here mountain biking this morning and saw an aircraft in distress that went down into the hillside. This was a helicopter. It's been confirmed that it was an S-76 Sikorsky helicopter. And unfortunately, there were no survivors.
Street in the city of Calabasas in unincorporated Los Angeles County. Upon arrival, our firefighters discovered approximately a quarter-acre brush fire that resulted from a crash on the hillside. The Los Angeles County Fire Department initial response was 15 pieces of apparatus and 56 personnel that consisted of paramedics, engine company, heavy rescue, truck company, hand crews, and aircraft, and a chief officer to oversee the incident. Upon arrival, during the incident, and upon arrival of the Sheriff's Department, our 2 respective departments entered into unified command to handle this incident. Our firefighters on scene indicated that there was a debris field and steep terrain with a quarter-acre brush fire that was occurring at the time. Our firefighters hiked in to the accident site with their medical equipment and hose lines to extinguish the stubborn fire, as it included the brush fire, debris from a helicopter, and the fire also included magnesium, which is very hard for our firefighters to extinguish because magnesium reacts with oxygen and water. In addition to our firefighters hiking into the incident, we had 1 helicopter flying to the incident with firefighter paramedics on board. Those paramedics were hoisted down to the incident early into the incident. They did a search of the area for survivors. Unfortunately, all the survivors on board were determined to have been perished. Firefighters and hand crews worked to extinguish the fire while carefully preserving the incident for investigation. Currently, this investigation is still ongoing. I would like to turn this over to my sheriff to continue the press briefing.
Baseball and his daughter, and the news gets worse. The passenger total just doubled from what we originally thought. 8 passengers and the pilot, all 9 people dead. Sheriff Alex Villanueva breaking that news to us that it just gets worse. And so then you start worrying about, was it more members of Kobe's family? Were there more teammates, more parents?
Right.
Who else was on there? And I think the hardest news to hear and think about is that they're waiting for the coroner's office to get there, which means the victims are still on scene, and we're sitting here. It's when we cover